take every chance that I get just to tell her how I feel. Hey there, cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your cowgirl out on that floor, spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, that she's the hottest girl in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, show her off. That smile, yeah, she lights up every room. No one can compare. It's hard not to stare. She makes my four-wheel mud tires turn. I'm stuck on her. She's the one. I just can't look away. I'm so damn proud. I wanna shout it out loud. I love her more every day. So I'm gonna take every chance that I get just to tell her how I feel. Hey there, cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your cowgirl out on that floor, spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, that she's the hottest girl in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, hey cowboy, what you waiting for? Take your sweetheart out on that floor, spin her around, turn her upside down till she can't take it no more. Hey cowboy, tell her she looks good, she's the hottest thing in this world, the prettiest thing you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, she's the prettiest girl you've ever laid eyes on. Hey there, cowboy, show her off. Show her off. Show her off. Hey cowboy, show her off.
You're trying to bombard me with Leaf stats before the show.
Leaf
Why are you annoying me like
statistics.
that, Kinston?
I'm going with the Leaf.
67
The
Leafs you're
Leaf
talking
faithful.
about?
Yes. Well, here I was just actually making some fun at this.
Right.
Because Leaf fans, everybody who cheers for the Leafs,
Yeah.
hoping that they're going to win Game 2 tonight against the Florida Panthers. And I saw this stat
Okay.
keeping Leafs Nation and their hopes up, stating that back in 1967, the last time the Leafs won a cup, they lost Game 1 of Series 2 back in
Okay.
'67. So there you go. So that keeps it. And now the parade route's back on.
Now
Everybody
you got Guy
hoping for the
going
Leafs. Yeah, I've
with
got
this
Guy
Go Leafs
Foisey
Go.
going.
Listen, I'm tired of these Leafs, every single day and night, the Leafs.
Oh, here's another stat.
Oh, no.
If you add up the numbers, 1967,
Yeah.
so 1967, it equals 23.
You're not going to be one of these guys with their brand new Leafs flag on their car?
I haven't done that yet.
Right.
I have not defaced my car and put
Yeah.
a Leafs flag
Oh,
on there yet.
thank
But
God.
go Leafs go, and yeah, Game 2 tonight. My theory is you need to win tonight to go back to Florida.
That's your theory.
That's my theory.
We are giving away movie passes tonight, so you just need to comment.
Yes, we are. Just
Yeah.
comment on tonight's show, and we'll spin the wheel of winning at the end of the show.
That's
For a
right.
chance to go to Imagine Cinemas. Super Mario Brothers still on the big screen.
He says, "Come on, Mr. JB."
Yeah, there's Sarah saying hello. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
People tuning
Hi,
in.
Barb.
Hi, Barb. Yes,
Ryan.
our the true loyal faithful.
Louise. Hello,
Louise.
Louise.
Hello. Hi, Ryan.
There we go. And
Tuning in.
Chris. What's
Yes,
his
Chris
last name there? Kinston?
Costa again.
All right, don't blow
There
it.
we go.
He's looking at your beard going, It's falling
Is
apart.
it time, Chris? I don't know. I need to.
You got to go see him.
I need to get
He
it.
should
trimmed
be
up
over here
again.
every morning giving you.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
Pay him well though.
I tip them well.
You better. Don't be so
They do
cheap.
a great service there.
Yeah.
13th Avenue Barber Shop.
Oh yeah, they're amazing.
You haven't gone. This is it. Yeah, you see Chris coming in here in between takes.
Yeah, maybe
in between the sponsor reels.
Maybe you
and
can
stuff
buy
like
a
that.
barber chair off of them and just have it in your office every morning.
But if you haven't been, it's quite the rustic look in that barber shop.
Susan, hello, Susan.
Susan, hello.
And
Sue probably gets Sue, or how are you, Sue?
Oh, good question for Ryan. So how do I get my hands on a Purple Power t-shirt? So you contact the Seizure and Brain Injury Center.
SABIC.ca. You can find the details there, or walk down to their offices. They're just down the street from us on 3rd Ave.
That's right. Yeah. They have them all there. And Chris says I'm looking good.
You're looking good. yeah. You know, the joke that Chris, when I was there, because I said, Klomp's jealous I'm getting all this treatment on this beard. And he says,
jealous,
well, we do have turtle wax for Klomp. You can turtle wax your noggin.
Yeah.
Just in time for your
I've
wedding.
been growing my beard as long as yours, and look what I got. I don't know if Chris can help me.
Here's my theory on Klomp's lack of facial hair. He sacrificed all facial hair for his kids, for longevity. Every photo that you have with your kids, it's hard to tell any of you apart. You guys all look the same age.
I would sell my soul, Kinsman, for pretty much anything.
You gave Hudson a nice full head of locks there.
Well, hopefully, who knows? Okay, listen, I can't wait because we have an amazing guest.
We have an amazing guest. She is a local author, illustrator.
Yes.
Children's books in both French and English, and she's going to have a book launch for her brand new book, which we'll unveil on the show tonight, next weekend at the Timmins Public Library.
All right. You want me to bring Josee
Let's
on?
bring in Josee Lavoie. Where is she? Let's bring her in.
There she is.
Hi, Josee. How are you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you guys?
Hi.
Did Mark do a proper introduction for you?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
I would say that was a 6.5.
Threw me under the bus.
I would say
that was pretty good.
6. Wow,
right?
She's honest, kid. I give you a 6.5, so
right.
that's underneath the pretty good category.
All right, 6 to 7.
You could have used your piping announcer voice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah.
all the way from Ottawa, Josee Lavoie.
There
you go.
And then flail my arms like Kermit does on the Muppet Show.
Now you're up to a 7.5.
7.5.
I think Josee.
How about kick-ass author illustrator Josee Lavoie joining us from Gatineau, but really Ottawa, right? I don't want to confuse people.
Look, a couple hellos you're getting already, Josee. From
everybody
from
knows
Paul,
Josee.
From
the Lavoies.
Rock.
My brother.
Rock Lavoie.
Yeah.
That's your brother tuning in.
Yeah, from Jane.
You got Jane Lavoie.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think you've got the entire Lavoie squad tuning in. So a lot of support and love there, Josee.
So I have a couple burning questions for you. So we're going to chat about Josee's, of course, her new book and the big release here at the library. But I'm curious.
And we're going to talk about her books too. She's got quite the arsenal of books.
This is where my question is. So a bit of a backstory. So to me, I find we have the best job in the world. But an hour before showtime and about a half an hour after, like I'm like frantic, serious. Sometimes I get a little bit cranky because I want things to look as good as possible. You can attest to that.
I can attest to that.
So the other 22.5 hours, I'm happy-go-lucky. So I'm wondering, when you're in your creative process, do you find like you're in your own zone and just sort of, I want to be in my own bubble? Or do you write a book, I'll use like Dr. Seuss, on a boat, on a boat? Like, are you more free form? Are you like, or locked in your zone when you're writing?
It depends. I think it starts out like free for all, but then when you really want to get into it and start working, you need to be in your zone. And sometimes it's like, do not bother me. I'm locked in. I'm doing this. But at the start, it's definitely you get ideas from everywhere, right? Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. But then when you finally decide what you want to do, it's time to focus.
You put the blinders on and focus. Now, my question is, when was it that you decided that I wanted to be a storybook writer, an illustrator, an author? Can you take us back to that day where the lights switched on and said, I want to do this?
Yeah, so I feel like I've always since I was a kid, I always liked drawing and I was always in anything artistic. When I was in school, it was any art program I could take, I would take them. Any class, I would take them. And when I was graduating high school, I decided I would continue my career in a creative field. So that's why I studied in graphic design and I graduated in that as well. And I in graphic design, you do illustration here and there, but it's not just that. And I think maybe 3 years ago, I decided to more focus more on my own illustrations. And that's when things started kicking off. And I always wanted to write a book. I always wanted to have a book in my hands. And I think the first feeling of that I had was in high school when I did the yearbook. The feeling of having like the book that you were working on in your hands is so I don't know how to say it, but it feels so good,
So
like rewarding. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I always wanted to do a children's book. It was my dream, but for some reason I didn't see that it could happen that fast. And it was like a faraway dream for me. And then I realized that I can just do it if I want to, right? So obviously I'm not a huge author. I'm just starting out, but I wanted to write a story inspired by my grandparents, which I think is a great way to start.
Mhm.
And so I decided I'm going to take my illustration more seriously. And if I want to write a book, then I might as well just do it, I guess. I make it sound really simple, but
Yeah, no, it's
yeah.
great. Like
No.
I always find a strong connection with creative-minded people. Like I was the same as you. When I was in high school, like I used to do the morning announcements. 99% of people thought that was really lame.
If you heard him at
But-
the PMHA
yeah,
tournament,
but I loved
he
it,
was doing
right?
the announcements in that voice.
Any type of chance to grab on a creative outlet, I loved. And it sounds like you have done the same. But
Mhm.
creative people like we're in a special category because no matter where we go, we seem to find things that could be a good for us. It's a video, but for you, it could be storytelling. So do you always have that creative outlet going?
Yeah, I definitely do. And for books specifically, I always get so many ideas. I have to write them down because different ideas are flying left and right, and it's like too much sometimes.
I had a comment here I didn't want to miss. Okay, so
That's from Lisa.
So Lisa says, "Hi, Jose. Your favorite mother."
Uh-oh.
Okay, tell us the story here. Is this mom? Is this a surrogate
It's my mom.
okay. Do you have more
Hi,
than
Mom.
one favorite mom?
Mom's tuning in. Yeah. Got to be on our best behavior now. Her mom's watching.
Okay, so Mark's not the greatest with French. Pronounce that last name.
La Coursière.
Are we
Yeah.
close? Oh, really?
Lise La
All right.
Coursière.
I'll give it to
All
you.
right.
All right.
I get an A+. A for efforts. And
All right.
Louise saying LOL.
Yeah, that's right. And,
But
oh, wait, we have a favorite brother.
favorite brother here. That's Rock Lavoie.
So how many brothers do you have?
I have one.
Okay, so he has to.
That's why he's the favorite.
He's the favorite by default.
Yeah. Rock tuning in. Of course, Rock, a big supporter. It looks like you've got quite the supporting cast
Yeah, that's right.
tuning in tonight. And behind every author, every illustrator, you need that. You need that support. To encourage your dreams.
It leads into a good question
It does.
because some people who want to chase their creative dreams, music, art, theater, whatever it may be, some families are, hey, listen, no. Get yourself a real job, where other families are very supportive of what
in
you
what
love.
you do. Yeah.
It seems like to me already off the bat, you have a very supportive family when you're chasing your dream here.
Yeah, my parents were always supportive of me wanting to do what I wanted to do. And I think that they saw right away that I had something in the creative field. So I think for them, it was a no-brainer that I decided to continue my career in that path.
No,
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's so important, like to have the backing because, and there's ups and there's downs and there's struggles and successes, and you can lean on the people that are most important to you, and I'm sure that helps your creative energy flow again.
Yeah.
Now, do you use a lot of the supporters as characters in your books? Obviously, A Day at Nanny and Eddy's just gonna take a wild stab. That's obviously your grandparents have made the stars of that book. But who else is your favorite brother in these books too?
He's not in one of the books yet.
Uh-oh. That's it. Rock's eyes. I'm not the favorite anymore.
But sometimes when I do have the opportunity to put in some characters that I know are like my brother or my friends, it's always fun to put that little hint in there that nobody else would be aware of except for me, right?
Little subliminal messages.
Yeah.
In some of the, you know, some of the, I guess, the illustrations, or just little fun little pokes here and there.
Yeah.
If Mark and I were to be illustrated in your books, I would be like, I'd probably be Charlie Brown.
You'd have the little swirl
You'd
on
be
there.
like Pigpen there, Kinsman.
Would I be Pigpen?
I told my kids Pigpen. They have no idea what Charlie Brown is.
No,
That's ridiculous.
That's how old it is. Right?
Am I accurate? If we were to show up in a book somewhere down the future, like we sort of look like Charlie Brown and Pigpen, right?
Well, I would be Pigpen.
Well,
Did Pigpen have a beard?
Well,
I don't know what Pigpen looks like, but I know Charlie Brown.
Pigpen was one that carried the blanket. And there was always dust.
Oh, okay.
Dust, or was it stink or something around it? Do I stink?
No, your beard looks like dirt.
My deodorant. I'm wearing a nice aroma tonight. I like it.
Rock says one day I will be in the books.
There you go, Rock.
I feel the pressure.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure.
And we should say, if you're watching, or I shouldn't say if, while you're watching, go to heyjosee.com and you'll see all the amazing work that Josee is doing. heyjosee.com. So go check it out.
Oh, she's absolutely amazing. So and Linus carried the blanket. You had
was it Linus? I'm confusing my characters.
Yeah. And Chris says quit picking on his beard.
That's
and here's Rock. Thanks so much.
Yeah, there it is. Thanks, Rock. Yeah, put anything in the links. And again, if you click on that, that's where Josee, in all the shrines of her prized possessions of writing and illustrating, are in that link.
How did you come up with the name, like the phrase "Hey Josee"? I love it.
So I knew that I always wanted to have my first name. I didn't want to go with a nickname, and I'm very proud of my French name. And I wanted to keep the accent on the E in my name. But I know that Anglophones sometimes have a hard time pronouncing my name. So I thought, how can I come up with a name that could possibly make it easier? And I liked that Hey Josee is very catchy, right? It's very fun.
Yeah,
and technically, when you say hey, it has the same ending sound as Josee should.
Yes.
But sometimes I still get "Hey Jose," so I guess it didn't work as well as I thought.
But "Hey Jose," wow, they're way out in left field.
Americans.
Yeah, but I got it.
Yeah, I got that. Hey Jose.
Yeah. I love the fact that once again, it's your creative outlook. Like, you gave a lot of thought about, keeping your French culture in the name, but finding something that is sort of catchy and memorable. That's what creative people do, Kinsman.
That's what creative minds do. As they say, creative minds think alike.
Do they?
They do.
I think like Jose. Do you think like
I think like Jose. Of course we do.
How many books? How many books have you written / illustrated?
So I've done 3 up to now. I've illustrated other books, but they are online books. They're not printed books. And I illustrated those books with TFO. It's a French television channel, I think.
TFO?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So I illustrated
Ontario.
Yeah. I illustrated 4 books for them, but they're virtual books. Okay. And then I wrote and illustrated 3 books now, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, looking at some of your resume there, awesome. Today is moving day. There's a trick or treat on there, ABC 1, 2, 3, and of course you've got a pile of Francais books in there too, right? Or all books are both in French and English for those wondering.
Yeah, all the books that I do are French and English.
When you're sitting down and now it's time to either write the book or do the illustrations, what comes first? To me, if I had to guess, you tell the story and you build the illustrations around it. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes
In
sense,
part-
right? If it's like George went across the street, well, obviously you draw
a
George
picture
going,
of George going
but,
across the street.
But maybe you have a few pictures and you tell the story around that. So I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
I think sometimes I have the idea of what I want the text to be without having the final text, and then I go based off of that and I do the illustration of what I want the illustration to look like this with a text that would be something like this. And then eventually I'll make the text nicer and finalize it. But sometimes I do think of an illustration that I want to do, like I want to have an illustration look this specific way. So what kind of text would go well with that?
Ah, right.
So it does mix in together.
I have to find Josee. Like you're so fortunate. Like you've been dipped in the fountain of gold twice. Not only can you tell a story, you can illustrate a story
and do it in both English and in French.
That's right. She even does her pictures in English and French. But nonetheless, what do you find? Is there one that's more enjoyable or one that's more challenging? The illustrating or the writing?
I think the writing is more challenging for me because I haven't been doing it as long as illustrating. Obviously, it depends what kind of story. Like my ABC and 1, 2, 3 books were not as hard to write as the Nanny and Eddy book because the Nanny and Eddy book is a story, whereas the ABC and 1, 2, 3 one, you know what comes after C, you know. So it wasn't as hard to write those ones.
A little bit more, a little bit more predictable.
Yeah.
We have a couple questions.
Yeah,
so,
let's get to these.
We touched on this a little bit about the
Joanne.
beginning, about your inspiration to start writing. So, like you mentioned, like it started really early with you, your creating process. Joanne says she does poetry, but not stories. So, have you ever what did you start? Did you start with poetry when you were younger, or you just jumped into creative writing?
I don't remember doing poetry, and if I did, it was like because I had to at school. But I always loved writing. Even my first grade teacher could recall on me always loving to write stories. But I decided to take it more seriously recently, to just see, like, compare with what exists out there and see what I can do myself. And I think I just have so many stories in my head that I want to put out there. And that's what's like, I need to write them, you know, just to get them out of my head.
That passion at an early age. Let's go to her mom's question there. I love the fun facts from this book that you shared on Facebook. Can you share some for everyone here? Maybe we can get your favorite brother, Rock, and throw some links into the comment thread there, Rock. And we'll get some of those fun facts. What types of fun facts are we talking about here? What is Mom trying to leak at here?
So there's a lot of things that I did in the book that are very specific, that maybe people that don't know me or don't know my family would not necessarily know. Like one of the pages where Nanny and the little girl are looking at a family album. People would think that it's just photos, right? But the photos that I drew are actually photos inspired by real family photos that we have. That dates back to like my great grandparents. So it's a very special page, and I shared with people the real photos versus the illustration. But
Isn't
That's
that cool?
amazing.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I remember I'd never wrote poems, but I got a poem in high school. And it was from Mary Lou.
Roses are red, violets
Mary
are blue.
Lou said, "Dear Klomp, I will not go to the prom with you. Quit asking me. I'm going with Handsome Bill." I'm like, is that a haiku?
Handsome Bill comes up a lot in this
Handsome
show.
Bill
Handsome Bill, if you're
all the
watching,
girls.
this guy is like traumatized, PTSD.
I don't like that Handsome Bill.
Post-traumatic dating syndrome.
I was never good at writing poetry, but I got one and I didn't like it too much.
No.
All right. Well, we have Dad here.
There's
now.
Dan. Yes. Funny.
Dan
yes,
is
that's
Dan.
Dan is Dad.
Yeah.
And we worked together. In fact, I worked with Josee. Worked with her dad at Nissan when I sold cars for a brief stint in this city.
Well, He's
Yeah.
recording this, and actually, if you want, he doesn't even have to. We can actually send him the recording after if you want. So
Yeah, we can send you the entire show so you can sit back and just watch.
you
everything
guys
they're
worked
doing.
together at Nissan.
We did, yeah. I
I'd
sold
rather buy a
Nissan. I'm actually driving a Nissan still.
I'd
A
rather buy a car off
2018
Dan.
SV, Dan.
I would trust Dan a little more to buy it.
What? Oh no, you trust me. It's funny. I still duck from people
Yeah.
I sold cars to.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh
that's
shit,
right.
they're coming after me.
Yeah. Rock says there's
Yeah.
always something in the background. Got to take a closer look to find the Easter eggs. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there's little like if you zoom into the pictures, you can see some impeccable detail
That's right.
in different meanings and special meanings of them. Yeah.
I think that's awesome. So as you see your career progressing, the traditional questions, where do you want to be in 5 years? Do you want to continue the path you're on? Or are you looking at doing like a different type of genre, like a novel, romance, true crime? Is there anything that you've thought of moving forward?
I think the answer is very almost boring, but I see myself doing what I'm doing now, but just more of that.
And writing more
The
books,
same. Writing more
more
books, yeah.
publications.
Yeah.
Looking for like the number one bestsellers. Is that that's
Why
obviously
not?
probably on the top of the
Yeah.
list for writers.
Yeah, why not? I mean, sure.
I don't think your answer is great. I don't think it's boring at all, because what you're doing
It's exciting.
is that you're writing and you're putting smiles on people's faces.
Mhm. And you're
And
gonna
trust me, the world needs a lot more Josees that do that. So if this your path, I think it's great.
stay on the path. And
Yeah.
again, next weekend, it's next Saturday, you're going to be at the Timmins Public Library for your book launch
Yeah.
for A Day at Nanny and Eddy's. Now, not only are you going to be there with the book, you're going to be reading it in both French and English.
Yep.
French and English.
Signing autographs.
that's
People are
right.
going to be lining up for this
Oh,
book.
hold on. We have another favorite. Jose has lots of favorites.
There's
Your
Jeanette.
favorite
Your favorite
stepmom.
stepmom's here too.
Yeah.
You have a lot of
Yeah.
favorites, Jose. I should start living like that. Everyone's my favorite.
Everybody's your favorite.
You can never
That's
go
it.
wrong with this.
No, you can't. No disappointments.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
So
it. We love Jeanette.
when you go to the library, like Mark mentioned, you're going to read the English and in French, and will there be copies of the book there also?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Isn't it cool? Like you actually get to meet the author.
You get to meet the author. You get to maybe find out more of the inside of the book. Which I want to ask now, Jose. A Day at Nanny and Eddy's. What type of day with it? We were talking about this before jumping on the show. This is why Klomp and I aren't authors and illustrators. A day at my grandparents, I can remember sitting at the table for hours, not eating liver and onions, and I couldn't get my dessert. Not quite an interesting story. What are we at here with Nanny and Eddy's in this book?
This is a very sweet story. The memories that I have of my grandparents that still live in Moonbeam today, it's always like cozy and warm feelings, right? And if I was to describe my nanny in one word, it would be exactly that, like warm and comfortable, comforting. She's such an amazing person in general, and I wanted to make a story about her, and I also wanted to make a story about Eddy, because they both have great memories from the both of them when I was a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
So this story, it's about a nice day at Nanny and Eddy's. You do get to eat at the end of the story. Yeah.
Get spoiled at
Yeah.
Nanny and Eddy's. I'm just guessing Nanny and Eddy were the spoilers for their
Yeah,
grandchildren.
definitely.
Yeah. At my nanny's house, it was, you go to church, you behave, or the wooden spoon comes up.
Uh-oh.
Seems like it was much nicer in Moonbeam. Is the UFO in the book?
No, it's not.
No.
I was going to add it, but I feel like it didn't fit with the mood of the book. Like,
Okay.
unless you know that there's a spaceship in Moonbeam, I feel like people that don't even know what Moonbeam is, they would be like, why is there
They'd have
a
no clue
spaceship?
what it is.
Right, because
Yeah.
it just comes out of
Exactly.
nowhere, that spaceship.
Yeah.
We have
Turn left at the saucer.
yeah, that's right. Okay. Chris has a question. Are you selling your books through a distribution company or solely yourself?
Yeah, good question.
It's through a distribution company. I would have loved to sell them myself, but yeah, it's very expensive, and I don't have a lot of room to have many books at home.
Okay.
So currently, that's the only option for me.
And you can find the link through heyjosee.com to pick up the book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all there.
She's doing it all.
Doing it all.
Rock says spoilers, yes, but not the kind they put on
cars. No.
Joanne said she worked for your uncle Dan Fleury at the dry cleaners many years ago. Joanne seems to know everybody.
She knows everybody.
Is this true? Your uncle Dan Fleury worked at the dry cleaners?
I don't know, but I know that my aunt that's married to Dan, she was in the chat earlier, so she might still be here. But I don't know if he worked at.
We're gonna get confirmation.
Okay,
we'll get confirmation on Joanne's story, but she is connected.
Jill tuning in.
Yep.
Also got an update from Leafland. 2-0 Leafs right now.
Okay,
they're 2-0 Leafs. See that 1967 little hint is coming through. This is the year.
That's absolutely terrible.
No, it's not.
We don't want to hear.
We know a lot of folks in Jose's household and family are watching that game tonight.
You see, he's always turning it into Leaf chat here, Josee. You can tell I tried to reel him in.
Oh,
so here's a question I have. So you're getting ready for the launch of your new book. At what point do you start thinking about the next book? Has it started, or you sort of give yourself some breathing time in between?
It has already started. I have a new coloring book actually coming out very soon. But I've also been thinking about a new picture book idea last week. So it's in the beginning stages, but the idea is brewing in my head currently.
Wow.
I could picture Josee, you know, when you watch like a cop show and they have the big whiteboard with everything connecting, like who done it. Do you have one of those for like book ideas, or is it all here at the initial process?
It's all in my head.
My brain's not big enough to contain all that. I have to write it down because I have
write it down, voice note it to yourself.
Let's see. Are your books available on Amazon or Indigo or Indigo?
They're available on both
Amazon and Indigo. There you go.
So if you go to heyjosee.com, and Rock posted
Rock Lavoie, your favorite brother.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the website.
The website there. And,
and Mom already answered the question.
English hardcovers on Amazon, hardcovers on Indigo. So there you
go. Josee is Nanny Sunshine. Is this true?
Yes.
I used to be people's thumbtack. Josee's sunshine.
She's getting the sunshine.
Josee's doing everything right there, kids.
She is. Yeah.
Oh, it is confirmed. They worked at Master Dry Cleaners.
Josee was too young to remember.
You're learning something about your family tree on the show. Did you ever think you'd come on KINZ and KLOMP and learn about your family tree? That's late breaking news there, KINZ.
That's right. It'll inspire more topics, more titles for future books possibly.
So let's mention the library date again.
Yeah. So that's next Saturday, May 13th, Timmins Public Library. And Josee, what time frame are you going to be there reading this book?
The book launch starts at 2 p.m.
Okay, so 2 p.m. We'll make sure that we'll come by for one of the readings in both English and French,
and
pick up a copy, and we'll give it away on our show.
We love the library and the folks at the library, and they do a lot of things to help inspiring, up and coming, seasoned authors,
and to promote local talent. And again, Josee, you're just one of there's so many local authors in this city. Now they're going to be adding your book to the shelves of the Timmins Public Library. What does it feel to have your book going to be showcased there for people to enjoy?
It feels like a very full circle moment, because I feel like when I used to go to the library a lot when I was a kid with my brother, and I remember going in the halls and looking at all the different books that I could read. I don't know if I really read them all, but I have that memory, so it's a little bit crazy to think about it sometimes, that now my book is going to be there, But when I was little, I was, it feels very full circle.
Isn't that
Very
awesome?
proud,
Yeah,
a proud
of course. It's
moment.
a big moment. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
It really is.
And again, you'll be there signing autographs. Little ones will be, sitting there looking at you as, maybe they've got inspiration to write a book. And you just might be that fire that will, steer someone else into that same direction.
Yeah, maybe.
If you take out Josee's book from the library, you make sure you return it on time, because then
That's right.
I'm next.
Well, there's no late fees.
Yeah,
now.
see, you're already thinking about keeping it. You
Well,
buy
I'm just gonna buy a copy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple comments before you go. Josee, you can write a book about Sheena's twins. Sounds
Sheena's
like
twins.
there are
That's my
these young,
cousin.
are the twins young or older?
They're not 1 year old yet, so they're very
Oh,
young.
that would make a
Okay.
great book. New book, Dad and the Dry
Dad and the
Cleaners.
Dry Cleaners.
That's it.
There we go.
A new book, Rock and Potatoes. They're giving you all
They're
types of
giving you
ideas.
some titles here.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
maybe you'll make a hockey book next. You're
Yeah,
getting a lot.
the Leafs win the cup.
Oh no, you know what?
Yeah,
Don't-
you've
that's
got
a
a title.
horror story.
Happy New Year 2022. You can say it's another Happy New Year
No.
2023 when the Leafs pick
She
up a
writes
cup.
positive stories, make people smile, not sad.
That's it. Well, we're talking fiction or nonfiction. Right?
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
We
thanks so
really
much,
appreciate
Jose.
it. We're
Oh,
super proud of you.
And we should just one more
Oh.
thing. Yeah, you're going to be at schools next Friday,
yeah.
showcasing this book. What schools can you say, or is that top secret?
So I'm reading at Saint Dominique for sure on Friday at 9 a.m.
Awesome. My boy's doing that.
Another full circle moment, because I'm going to be reading in the class of the same teacher that I had when I attended that school. So I'm very excited for that. And
What's the teacher's name?
Madame Maryse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very good. I
And
think that has to be the best feeling, being able to go back to your old school, your old stomping
Very,
ground.
very proud
and-
moment
and-
for sure.
And
Yeah.
share a proud achievement.
yeah.
Very proud achievement.
I'm going to show Handsome Bill when I go back to Thunder Bay one of the awards we won.
That's the title
I mean,
for
you know
Klomp's
what?
book. Klomp
If-
kicks,
if-
but Wild Bill's
if you
ass.
ever
or
put,
whatever. Right? What's a Handsome Bill?
If you ever put Handsome Bill in your book, please make him ugly. Please, for the love of God. This guy's too handsome. But
Yeah.
all right. So awesome work. We look forward to seeing you in Timmins.
Yes.
And we appreciate you.
Yes, we do. Jose, thanks so much for coming on. And again, for the book launch, we'll be down there. My boys will be down there. And you said you're at St. Dominic. My boys will be a part of your readings next
Awesome.
Friday. And definitely we'll be picking up a copy or two for both my little guys to enjoy. And hopefully people go to your website, heyjose.com, and a day at Nanny and Eddy's. To pick it up. And again, to
1000%.
support a local author and illustrator's dream, Jose, right here. We need to
There it
continue
is.
that dream.
There it is.
Keep
Give it.
keep the fire lit.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's the French
Okay.
version, but
Yeah.
That's the French version.
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's what do they say? Terrifique.
Oh, no.
Fantastic.
You already got the name right. End on a good note.
Now,
All right. We appreciate you.
Thank
Time to
you.
let Jose go. And we'll thank
yeah,
our
we'll let
sponsors.
Jose go.
And movie passes to give away. when we
Yes,
come
we're giving
back.
away some movies to Imagine Cinemas. Again, Jose, thanks so much for coming on tonight. And we look forward to your book launch next week, and we'll come and see you.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right,
All
have
right.
a great night.
We'll be right
Bye.
back.
And the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane Temiskaming inviting you to put a team in and join one of their upcoming walks for the IG Wealth Management Walks May 27th for the Walk for Alzheimer's. Put a team in Timmins, Kapuskasing, or Temiskaming Shores. Register your teams online at walkforalzheimer.ca. Also purchase a ticket for the Northeastern Ontario monthly 50/50. And play Warhammer. Get those cracked iPhone screens replaced at Elite Geeks Electronics, 133 Spruce Street South in Timmins. Contact Chad DeBano today, 705-266-7892. And DAP Cleaning Solutions, residential commercial cleaning excellence guaranteed. Book now for your carpet cleaning, strip, and wax jobs for your commercial unit for the month of May. Call now for your free quote, 705-465-3500. And Dare Timmins, join the Dare
Dare Team as a board member. Apply today, daretimmins@gmail.com. And how about a free estimate from V&M Renovations? Contact Max and Justin for that kitchen, bathroom, bedroom reno. Maybe you need some mini excavating done. Call them today, 705-372-3832 for V&M Renovations. And the Business Improvement Association, the BIA. Find out what's happening in your downtown at downtowntimmins.com. Check them out in person at their new location, located 85 Pine Street South, Suite 108, or call 705-264-8733. And Jackpot City Gaming. Play some progressive jackpots, bingo, Vegas-style games, and the Tactics Gaming Room. They're open Monday through Sunday, 9 a.m. till 2, and they're now fully licensed at 251 First Avenue. And Core Business Solutions, your Apple authorized service provider in Timmins and Northern Ontario for all your Apple-related needs and questions. Contact them in person, 264 3rd Avenue, Suite 201 in Timmins, or call 705-531-3355. And Girona's Borden Kelly Lawyers teaming up with the Seizure and Brain Injury Center in Timmins for their second annual Helmet on Kids campaign. Save the date for June 1st, 2023. Albert Seal will seal your deal. For all his latest listings, check out albertseal.com. To book an appointment if you're buying or selling, contact Albert today, 705-465-3493. And Imagine Cinemas gearing up for Guardians of the Galaxy opening up this Thursday. Super Mario Brothers still on the big screen. And Are You There, God? All the tickets and showtimes online at imaginecinemas.com. And some big events happening between now and June. St. Jean-Baptiste Day with Lorone Timmins. Find out all the event and ticket information online at loronetimmins.ca. And the Kidney Foundation of Ontario. Did you know 1 in 10 Canadians have kidney disease? And numbers are on the rise. Diabetes is the leading cause of kidney failure in Canada. Learn if you are at risk online, kidney.ca/risk. And the Timmins Construction Association gearing up for a lot of fun this weekend for the 2023 Home Cottage and Lifestyle Show. We're going to have a booth there, and we'll see you there this Friday, 5 to 9, Saturday, 10 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. In admission, only $5, free admission for children 12 and under.
Lots of
We're
love
back.
for Josee there.
Yes,
Kinsman.
Josee getting all the love in that comment thread tonight. HeyJosee.com. And again,
Well,
a day at Nanny and Eddy's.
That's right.
Go pick up the book.
And Josee says thank you.
Well, thank you so much. And it's our pleasure to have you on, Josee. And we wish you the best of success with your writing career.
Yeah. Nicole says she's going to purchase the book for her granddaughter and support a local author.
That's right.
1,000%. That's I'm sure she really appreciates that.
Yes, and thanking our sponsors. We can't do this show without our sponsors. So if you see your name on there, you see one of those amazing businesses, again, local supporting local. We love it.
There we go. And the Leafs got scored.
Yeah,
on.
well, you know what? You're not going to get a shutout against this team.
Thank you, Guy, my good
2-1.
man. Yeah.
2-1 for
everyone's
Toronto.
providing you with the update. Okay, so a couple things before the movie passes. It's the home show this weekend.
Yes, we're going to be down there. The ribbon, or is it the 2x4 cutting?
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So we're going to be down there at the MAC to officially open up the home show.
But it doesn't actually open.
No, it doesn't open up. It doesn't open till 5
p.m.
But we're gonna be a part of that the 2x4 cutting ceremony.
How do you know it's
tomorrow
a 2x4?
morning? Well, that's what Ashley was saying.
She said last year.
Okay, well maybe they'll do something different this year. But we'll say a ribbon.
Yeah.
And then we'll find out when we go live tomorrow at 10 a.m.
So we're going to be going live earlier also because the Special Olympics floor hockey team.
They're loading a bus tomorrow for Newmarket. They're
that's
playing
right.
the Provincials. We wanted to wish Albert Seal and his team, the Special Olympians, Team Northern Ontario.
With our own Ronnie Thompson in net.
Ronnie Thompson. That's why he's not here tonight.
Yeah,
they're getting prepared for that big tournament. So we're wishing our Special Olympians all the best. Will they bring home provincial gold? I'm going to say yes. If Ronnie plays as good as he did leading up to the tournament, we call them the brick wall.
Ronnie's great.
Yes.
He's a real good goalie.
He is a good goalie.
So they've never won, the floor hockey team's never won the provincials. So if they do it this weekend, it'll be the first time.
First time.
they've played in other tournaments and they've cleaned up the competition.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's a good chance. We're going to be providing updates all weekend.
We'll
on
have the
scores,
updates.
and we're going to do a live to send them off as they go on the bus tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're going to be right there as they load up and head off to Newmarket. And again, we also wanted to give a shout out to their coach, Albert Seal, who now works with Royal LaPage here in the city.
Yeah, good for Albert's a good man.
Albert's a good man. Yeah, so he'll provide the updates. We'll provide the updates for you. And, of course, we'll be a part of their send-off from Timmins tomorrow. And, again, wishing them the best of luck this weekend.
Rocket Ronnie Thompson. And we should say someone has made a donation for Ronnie can purchase a carriage for his video bike.
Yeah.
So isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
Yeah,
and, again, all from the show that Ronnie was on, Ronnie's video bike, picking up steam. He's going to have, he's got all this support now.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice to see the love coming in.
At the
People donating their old DVDs for him.
So he's going to have that. Now he's got to figure out how to put some sort of design on it. But he's got that. And we're going to be collecting donations for the video bike at the home show.
So we'll have a donation jar there for Ronnie and his video bike. And we'll also have set up, we've got ballots ready for you to fill out all weekend long to win a free night of advertising on this show. And again, we'll have that winner on Sunday at at some point Sunday when we draw the winning name.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We were giving away prizes. Plus, you can win that shed built by the
yes.
Where was it? Timmins High School.
Timmins High and their project for the year. Someone's going to win that beautiful shed. And again, it's if you need a new shed, go on down there. And again, that's an amazing door prize.
Oh, are you kidding me? I need a new shed.
Should we call it an outdoor prize because that's what it is?
If you want to sleep over at my house, I'll have a shed for you.
A shed.
Get to the shed there, kid. Ronnie's donation came from someone in the States. So, but a lot of amazing people from this community have been helping him out. So,
yes.
Ronnie wanted to pass on. All right, kid, his thank you. All right, so you ready to give away movie passes?
Yeah, we're sending someone to Imagine Cinemas.
Like we said, Ronnie's not here.
Ronnie's not here, so we're operating this with mouse. There we go. And,
all right,
we're going to click it there. Do you need your bifocals on? Can you see over there? All right.
All right.
Hit that the big blue button. There we go.
I'm not blowing it yet.
And who's going to Imagine Cinemas? Super Mario's still there. Are You There? God is also
Come on,
there.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
3, yo.
Tammy Turcotte
Tammy
Smith.
Turcotte Smith.
Woo.
You're not writing anything down
well,
tonight?
I am using the
Jose
mental.
has the big brain,
I'm using the mental notepad.
You better take a snapshot
Tammy
of
Turcotte Smith, TTS. How can I mess that up?
TTS. Listen,
Right?
let Mark. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take.
Oh no. Don't take the name away. I'm still remembering it.
I don't let Mark click anything around
Tammy
here.
Turcotte Smith.
I don't let him click anything around here.
No, that's his OCD. I can vacuum, and then 10 seconds later he'll come back here and vacuum 5 more times over my initial vacuum.
I go crazy.
Are you the same at home too?
Oh, they don't like me around there.
He's even got a Roomba at home, and he's yelling at the Roomba.
I Roomba and vacuum and sweep.
I remember the time the dog crapped in the Roomba, and the Roomba went around the crap?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Roomba went over Great Dane.
Yes,
crap.
Great Dane. That's like dinosaur crap.
Yeah. Mark is my good luck charm. You're Joanne's good luck charm.
Am I? Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, well, Joanne, she's won a few big prizes through our show. That's what happens when you tune in. You can win anytime.
That's why she wanted you to click it, but you probably would have wound up ending the show. So no.
The color bars come up, then you know I hit something wrong.
All right,
But,
that's it, Kinsman.
Okay, do we recall who won? It was TTS, Tammy Turcotte Smith.
TTS.
Yeah, so Tammy will get in touch with you. We'll get you in touch with Colin over at Imagine Cinemas, and then Colin will send you the voucher to get your online tickets.
All right.
There you go. And is it still 2-1 Toronto?
Have a wonderful night,
2-1 Toronto. Toronto's going to win this. Again, if you go back to 1967, they said Toronto lost Game 1 in that 67 series in Round 2, and went on to win the Cup.
Painful to listen to.
No, it's not. You're just he's disgruntled because he cheers for the Senators.
Painful. All right, Kinsman.
Have a good night, and we're going to have some fun this weekend at the Home Show, the Home and Cottage Show and Lifestyle Show.
There we are.
Can't wait. We'll see you tomorrow on this weekend. Come on.
You got your life to waste. Don't wait around for circumstance to go your way. Why not today? Why not today? Just go now, it's okay. Escape Escape now from your cage, you've got your life to waste. Why not today? Why not today? While I'm whistling this tune, and we'll eat homemade pasta in any city we want to. Pack a bag and say, come on, let's go. 'Cause we could do this later, I'm sure it's worth the wait. But I think we have a better plan in place. Why not today? Why not today? You got your life to waste. Don't wait around for circumstance to go your way. Why not today? Why not today? Just go now, it's okay. Escape now from your cage, you've got your life to waste. Why not today? Why not today?